General Hospital will reveal exciting developments from February 24 to February 28, 2025. First, after years of spreading terror, manipulating, and controlling the lives of those around him, Cyrus finally finds himself in an irreversible situation. This time, he can no longer use his sharp intelligence or familiar schemes to escape the grip of fate. The capture at his hideout is chaotic, and for the first time in his life, he faces a power greater than himself, an unstoppable force that cannot be bribed or defeated with false promises. In that moment, a big question arises: will he escape death, or is this the time for the man who caused so much suffering to face ultimate judgment? Over the years, Cyrus has turned himself into a symbol of fear and destruction. He not only uses his power to oppress the weak but also exploits advanced technology to carry out brutal plans. Those who fall into his traps are not just victims, they are pawns in the power game he orchestrates from behind the scenes. But what will happen when the chessboard is turned over? When those he has harmed start rising up to reclaim justice, will he have any chance to flee? Sam is one of those who has suffered the most under Cyrus's hand. He didn't just ruin her life, he pushed her into dangerous situations with no way out. The memories of the fear of facing death because of his wicked schemes remain vivid in her mind. For her, seeing Cyrus punished is not only a personal revenge but also a liberation from the haunting ghost of the past that has tormented her for years. It's not only Sam, but also Dex, who was once a primary target in Cyrus's cruel plots. He has witnessed too many people exploited and destroyed by Cyrus, felt too many times the helplessness of facing someone too powerful, too smart, and too dangerous. But this time, everything has changed. This time, the victims are no longer alone. They've gathered together to fight back against the man who has wrecked their lives. And now that Cyrus is in a vulnerable position, they won't miss the chance to reclaim what was lost. Other victims of his are the same. They are no longer nameless shadows in the dark but individuals bearing pain and determination. Each person has their own reason for wanting to see the man who destroyed them fall. Those who were once seen as pawns in Cyrus's game are now the ones writing the final chapter of his story. The question now is, how will Cyrus's story end? If he survives, will he have a chance to atone for his wrongs? Is there any path for him to make amends, or has his past been too dark to be forgiven? Or perhaps, death is the only way out for him, a final and fitting punishment for the crimes he has committed? In the dark of that final night, Cyrus stands at the crossroads of life and death. Those who were once his puppets now hold the power to decide his fate. There will be no more justifications, no more schemes to turn the tables. No matter what the outcome is for him, one thing is certain: the world will never be the same again. Those who once feared him have now found their strength. And whether in life or death, Cyrus will remain a lesson, a testament to the fact that no evil can escape forever. Second, the tense confrontation between Jocelyn and Cyrus not only puts her in danger but also creates a chain of consequences that Carly cannot ignore. As a mother always ready to protect her daughter at all costs, Carly cannot accept the fact that Jocelyn nearly lost her life in a confrontation she shouldn't have been involved in. As she delves into what happened, the pieces begin to fall into place, and her anger grows as she realizes who was really behind this. Somehow, Jocelyn discovered Cyrus's hideout and decided to act alone, not anticipating the danger she was about to face. When Carly finds out, she's not only shocked but also determined to find out exactly who gave her daughter that information. Suspicion quickly falls on Jack Brennan, who clearly has reasons to target Cyrus but chose a more indirect path by involving Jocelyn in this battle. If Brennan did indeed provide that information to her, Carly will never forgive this reckless action. No matter how Brennan tries to justify himself, Carly cannot overlook the fact that Jocelyn was forced to face one of the most dangerous men without any preparation. She knows her daughter is strong and decisive, but that doesn't mean she should put herself in harm's way. Brennan's leaking of information or even deliberately giving it to Jocelyn is a reckless act, and Carly cannot accept anyone, for any reason, putting her daughter at risk like that. Carly's anger intensifies when she discovers that Brennan seems to be secretly recruiting Jocelyn for the WSB. This means that he has seen Jocelyn as a pawn in his plan, and it could put her on a much more dangerous path in the future. Carly can't bear the thought that her daughter might be dragged into a world she can't control, where threats like Cyrus are not uncommon. She knows that Jocelyn has the potential to be part of an organization like the WSB, but that doesn't mean she's ready to let her daughter step into a life filled with unpredictable dangers. Brennan may think he is doing the right thing, helping Jocelyn realize her potential, but for Carly, this is an unforgivable betrayal. She has lost too many loved ones to senseless battles, and she won't let Jocelyn become the next victim of a force greater than herself. Everything is now clearer than ever. Brennan is not just a questionable ally but could be a threat to her family in an entirely different way. Carly's fury won't be easily calmed, and no matter how Brennan tries to fix things, she won't forget what happened. A confrontation between Carly and Brennan seems inevitable, and the outcome could change the course of everyone involved. The question now is not whether Brennan can calm Carly's anger but whether Carly can protect Jocelyn from the dangerous influence Brennan is trying to pull her into. On Tuesday, Lucky's return in a dangerous situation causes all his loved ones to worry, especially after he has just had a dramatic confrontation with Cyrus. Although Lucky survives, what happened to him will leave a deep mark, not only physically but mentally. For someone who has experienced so many ups and downs in life like Lucky, this encounter is not just a fight for survival but also a huge challenge to his courage and determination to face his complex past. At the GH hospital, the atmosphere is tense as Lucky's family waits for the latest updates on his condition. Everything seems to move slower than usual, heightening their anxiety. Lulu, despite trying to remain calm, cannot hide the fear as she contemplates the worst-case scenario. The bond between her and Lucky is still strong, a connection that hasn't faded over the years. In this situation, she has no choice but to rely on Dante, who has always been her solid support during tough times. Although they are divorced, an unspoken understanding still exists between them, especially when those they care about are in danger. Dante, with his calmness and experience as a police officer, tries to reassure Lulu, reminding her that Lucky is a fighter and won't give up easily. Meanwhile, Laura cannot hide her heartbreak as she watches her son fight for his life. As a mother, she has witnessed Lucky go through countless struggles, from losing his way to trying to pick himself up. But nothing could prepare her for this moment, seeing her son hurt again because of the dark forces in the town. To Laura, Cyrus is not just a threat to the town but also the one who has caused too much pain for her family. The mixture of anger and anxiety makes it hard for her to stay still, but Laura knows she must be strong, for Lucky, for Lulu, and for herself. When the doctors finally step out with the first news about Lucky, everyone holds their breath. The words from the doctor could change everything, either bring relief or push them into a pit of despair. When the news finally arrives, everyone around is watching for any sign on the doctor's face, waiting for the answer to the question they fear most: is Lucky really going to be okay? Although the doctors reassure them that Lucky will recover, the process won't be easy. His physical wounds may heal, but the emotional scars from this encounter could last much longer. With everything he's been through, Lucky may face a bigger internal struggle than ever. Will he be strong enough to overcome it all, or will he be drowned by the ghosts of the past? As Laura, Lulu, and Dante look at each other, they know Lucky's battle is not over. But at least for now, they can be relieved that he's still here, still has the chance to continue his story. And no matter what happens next, they will always be by his side, helping him find himself again after the storm he just weathered. Third, Anna stands amidst an unpredictable storm, as the consequences of everything related to Cyrus grow more complicated. As someone responsible for security and intelligence, she knows that whenever an underground force like Cyrus collapses, there is always a power vacuum and a chain of events that follows. But this time, it seems things go beyond the usual effects. The truth about Cyrus's plans, the secrets he left behind, and the people behind him are gradually being exposed, making the situation more chaotic than ever before. Anna faces a difficult investigation as leads related to Cyrus begin to intertwine with other criminal organizations, ones that are seeking to exploit the situation to rise up. But what complicates matters even further is the appearance of Jason, someone who could be an ally but also a highly unpredictable variable. If Jason is truly involved in dealing with the remnants of Cyrus, it means the underground world of Port Charles will spiral out of control. Jason always has his own way of working, a method that might not align with what Anna wants to maintain. Anna knows that if she lets Jason intervene, things will no longer follow the usual legal process. Jason acts quickly, decisively, and doesn't hesitate to do what needs to be done to ensure the safety of those he cares about. But that also means he might take things too far, causing the troubles Anna is trying to control to escalate in unpredictable ways. On the other hand, Anna understands that Jason has sources and tactics that she can't ignore. He knows how the underworld operates, he knows who is quietly taking over Cyrus's legacy, and above all, he can do things she can't officially carry out. But their collaboration won't be easy. Anna worries not only about Jason pushing things beyond control, but also that his return might awaken forces in the shadows that should have stayed dormant. There is a bigger danger. Jason tends to put his loved ones first, which could clash with the principles Anna is trying to uphold. If Jason decides to act his way, she won't be able to stop him, and this could lead to conflicts not just between them, but also between the factions in the city. Anna realizes she has to make a decision quickly. Either she finds a way to collaborate with Jason to control the situation, or she has to find another way to keep everything in check without his intervention. But in Port Charles, there is no perfect choice. And with everything unfolding, it seems like this is only the beginning. Fouth, Jason finds himself in an increasingly dangerous situation as he continues the ruse about being the father of Sasha's unborn child. This is not just a simple lie, but a cover-up that could have serious consequences when the truth is exposed. He knows that this secret can't be kept forever, but for personal and strategic reasons, he chooses to continue with the charade. However, the deeper he gets into the web of lies, the more pressure he feels as he realizes that any mistake could cause everything to collapse. Sasha, who has suffered so much in the past, seems to cling to Jason's presence as a rock-solid support. After all the losses she's endured, having someone like Jason by her side gives her a sense of safety she's never had before. But what she doesn't realize is that everything is based on a fragile foundation. Jason may be protecting her in his own way, but it doesn't change the fact that he is not the father of the baby. And when this truth comes to light, it may hurt her more than anything else. Although Jason is a master at controlling situations and hiding emotions, he can't control all the variables around him. Those close to Sasha, who have cared for her in the past, might start asking questions. And when suspicions arise, once someone decides to dig deeper into this story, Jason won't be able to stop the truth. Once the secret is exposed, not only will Jason and Sasha face the consequences, but there could also be far-reaching repercussions for everyone involved. If Sasha discovers that Jason has lied to her, her reaction could be fierce. She's already lost everything in the past, from family to love and even her first child. Being betrayed again, especially by someone she trusted, could throw her into another spiral of pain. Not only that, but if the real identity of the father is revealed, it could completely change how she views her life and the decisions she's made. Jason knows that he's walking a fine line, where any wrong move could cause everything to crumble. But can he escape this situation without hurting those around him, or is he putting himself in a battle he can't win? As time goes on, the truth will eventually come out, and when that day arrives, Jason might face consequences more severe than he ever imagined. Finally, Willow inadvertently witnesses the moment Sasha kisses Jason at the police station, a fleeting image that could leave a lasting impact. At first, she may not think much of it, as she understands Sasha has been through so much, and Jason is someone who could bring her a sense of safety. However, though Willow is not one to judge easily, she can't shake the feeling that something is off. There's something about Sasha and Jason's interaction that gives her an odd feeling, something hard to name but impossible to ignore. The suspicion doesn't arise immediately but creeps through in small details. Willow has witnessed how Sasha behaves in previous relationships, and something in how she treats Jason seems different this time. The way Sasha looks at him, the way Jason reacts to the kiss, not exactly love, but more like a forced gesture, something not entirely natural. Willow starts to recall recent conversations, little details she may have overlooked before, but now, when she looks back, they suddenly make sense. There's something in Sasha's story that doesn't quite add up, and while she can't be certain, she can't dismiss her gut feeling either. As time passes, the cracks in Sasha's words become more apparent. Willow notices hesitation in Sasha's tone when talking about the unborn child, or Jason's somewhat unnatural reactions whenever the subject comes up. It's not that Willow wants to doubt Sasha, but the little things keep adding up, making it hard for her to ignore. Once the thought takes hold, it's hard to let it go. And once she realizes that Sasha might be hiding something, she won't be able to stop herself from seeking the truth. Not only is Willow starting to sense that something is wrong, but others around Sasha may begin to question things as well. Carly, who has an uncanny ability to read Jason, may notice something strange in his behavior. If Carly feels that Jason is hiding something, she won't hesitate to dig deeper. Michael might also spot unusual signs from Sasha, especially if she acts evasive or avoids important questions about the baby. As more people start noticing inconsistencies, the pressure on Sasha and Jason will increase. Meanwhile, Sasha herself won't be able to escape the anxiety. She knows the truth can't stay hidden forever, but she fears the consequences if everyone finds out. The child she's carrying could be her last hope after so much suffering, but if the secret comes out, she might lose everything she's fought to build. She believes Jason is protecting her, but more and more, she feels the weight of the lie pressing on her. As suspicion turns toward her, and questions get sharper, she may have no choice but to face the truth. Between February 24th and 28th, significant events might start unfolding. Willow could accidentally let slip what she's seen to someone, or she may confront Sasha directly about her suspicions. If that conversation happens, it could be a tense moment where Sasha will either have to provide a convincing explanation, or face the risk of being exposed. Jason will also find himself in a tough spot when he realizes he can't control everything forever. The repercussions of the truth being exposed could cause major upheavals. If Willow is the first to suspect and ask the questions, it could trigger a chain reaction where more and more people start digging deeper. If Carly finds out Jason is hiding something, she won't sit idly by while he digs himself into a dangerous situation. Michael, if he learns the truth, could react unpredictably, especially if he feels Sasha has betrayed his trust. Sasha, who has already endured so much pain, might crumble when the pressure becomes too much. She's lost so much in life, and keeping this secret has made her feel like she's living in a ticking time bomb. As the day approaches when the truth can no longer be hidden, the only remaining question is, who will be the one to piece all the puzzle pieces together? And when the secret is exposed, will it destroy everything Sasha has tried to build, or will she find a way to start over? Whatever the outcome, one thing is certain: General Hospital is about to take viewers on a thrilling ride filled with twists and turns in the upcoming episodes.